Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Imran bin Azri.
And my name is Azri bin Abdurrahim.
We are from group EE241-5CA, and we would like to present about our topic, our mini project, which is about UiTM student management system. Alright, we will proceed for the flowchart, which Azri will explain for it.
Right. So our project is about student UiTM management system. So the project will begin with user inserting password. If the user insert the wrong password, then the system will not continue for the next instruction. So that user have to put the right password. If the user have been put a right password, then the system will continue with loading data. This data is get from the data that prepared by the user in a notepad file. Then the program will continue with asking the user either to continue with the next instruction or exit. If the user choose exit, then the system will exit and end. If user choose for continue, the system will continue with display linked list data from file that have been prepared by the user earlier. Then the system will continue with display data in sorted linked list form. And the system also will generate binary tree. After that, the system will continue with selecting case. In this part, user have to select the three case that provided by the system, which is case 1, display list in pre-order form, case 2, display list in post-order form, display in order form, and case 3 is display list in post-order form. So the user have to choose either one from these three cases. Then after the user have choose one of these case, the system will continue with enter data ID. So in this section, actually, the system will find the data that user have been insert, the student ID. For our project, we use student ID. If the user want to search student ID, then the user will put uh, the data that they want to get from the system. Then the system will continue. If the ID is uh, correct and have in the data provided, then the system will continue. If not, the system will display the new data. Alright, we get back to the display data when user insert right password. After the system display data, then the system will ask the user either want to delete or remain the data. So the user have to make a choice between delete or remain. After user have make a choice, then the system will display the new data. After that, the system will end. So we will go to the coding and simulation. So this is our coding. Let's start. Alright. The system will start by asking the user for insert a password. let's say the user insert the wrong password. Then the system will tell the password is wrong and ask the user to insert the right password. So we insert the right password, then the system will read the file that prepared by user. The inserting data is at line 27, inserting password. So this is the function definition. You can look here. System will ask the user to insert the password, and if wrong, the system will show wrong password. For the next, I will, my friend will continue. Thank you.
All right. Um, Here I want to explain. We can see that this is the coding for our project, which is a UiTM student management system. So there are a few codes that I want to explain, and so we can see that we are using a struct node where there is a student name and a student number. And here we can see that there's a node next for the linked list, and this one is for the binary tree, for to separate for the left node and to the right node. All right. There's a few function prototype that I have been assigned here, where there's a void login, delete node, counting node, and so on. So at the first, there's a void login, which Azrael has explained earlier, and then there's a void delete node, which is the function definition for to delete one of the nodes. And then there's a counting node, and there's also a selection sort. This one is very important because our files from our data from the files is in not in an order, so the selection sort will make it in a sequence. Right, for next one, there's a node search here. This one is to search one of the student that we want to know. We want to know what their details and so on. And there's we can see there's a three function definition that we want to get to know. Where this is one is a print in order, where we will display the the data in a print in order form. And this one we will print in order pre-order, and for the last one it is a print post order. All right, and then we can see that there's a note for the sorted list binary tree. This one is to change the sorted list to the binary tree. All right, as we can see that, so here's the main function. I will try to run the program first. All right, this is our program. As Azrael mentioned earlier, we have to put the right password, and then you can see that the file has been read. All the data from the file has been saved and has been read to this program. So I will continue. We can see that there's a two choice there. For the first one is the list record, and second one is to exit the program. So I will choose the list record first. All right. Press any key to show the linked list of the student from the file. So we have assigned all the students at the file. So once I press any key, it will display all the students' name and all the students' number. Alright, we can see that there's a few names and a number that we can see here, but the number is not in an order. Alright, there's a 250 student, I think. And then I will continue. Press any key to display the sorting linked list of a student data. This one is to display all students in a sequence from the number one until to the last number. So I will press any key, and all the students are in a sequence. You can see that number one until the last number of it is 250, all in a sequence, as we can see. So we can see that from our coding, it is this one. It will show that this one. It will show all the students number in a sequence. Alright. As for the next one, press any key to generate binary search tree. Where if I press any key, it will generate from the sort list link list to binary tree. For the coding, it is over here where it will change generate all the link list to the binary tree. So I try to run. Alright. There's a three choice which Azrael has mentioned earlier in the flowchart, where the first one is to perform in order traversal, second one is pre-order, and the third one is the post-order traversal. So I try to put my choice is 3, and we can see that all the names and the number has been sequenced in a post-order traversal. We can see there 1, 3, 2, 5, and so on. Where the post order is traverse left subtree of node, and then it will traverse right subtree of node, and lastly it will process the data in the node. Press any key to continue, and then it will ask the user to enter the num for a search data. Alright, imagine if I want to find the student's name for the number 30, and it will display the result where the 30 is the student's name is Julian, and then it will ask for to delete this data or not. If I try to delete this data, I try enter one, and then ID 30 is deleted. So I will try to display all the students data, and we are looking for the number 30. If it's You can see that there is no number 30 over there, which means it has been deleted from the file, from the data. Right. Press any key to save the data to the output full. Means that if I press this key, any key, it will save all this data to the output file. Alright, that's all. We can see that in this file, the output list file, there will not be number 30. You can see that there is no number 30, the student's Julian, there is no there, which means that the data has been saved to the output file. Alright, select your chart, and then it will continue again to the main menu, so I will exit the program. Right, that's all from our project, from my group. Thank you.